I wish to begin my address this afternoon by outlining the good news. The good news that what we're actually hearing from our constituents out in the real New Zealand, the good news that we're hearing is they can see that New Zealand is pulling itself out of this recession, that there is hope, and that in fact what National campaign on a brighter, more ambitious future for New Zealand is certainly something that is coming. Our six-point plan is our plan, and I want to spend just a moment talking about the Honourable Phil Goff and his effort here this afternoon. Labor has a plan, he said. Labor has a plan. Well, I want to just give him a hint. While he said Labor has a plan, his whole front and middle bench look down because they don't believe it, nor does New Zealand. You ask the pollsters, you find out what they're saying. Labor doesn't have a plan, and we certainly haven't heard that plan. But in the meantime, this national government gets on with the business, business of being the government, a growth-enhancing tax system, better, smarter public services, lifting education and skills, boosting infrastructure, better business innovation and an ambitious trade agenda. And we are cutting red tape and regulations. That's a real plan, that's real action, and that is this John Key-led national government. I want to concentrate on two parts of the six-point plan. I want to concentrate on better and smarter public services, and I want to also mention how we're going about boosting infrastructure. So we're getting more out of government spending, and we want to actually improve the frontline services. We want to rein in debt, and we want to get the books back into surplus, and our last budget showed that in fact we're on track to do that 3 years faster than we said we could a year ago. So that's good progress here in New Zealand. We've kept the public service, and it became totally and utterly bloated under the previous government. We've freed up $2 billion of low priority spending in Budget 09 to put frontline services in health, education, law and order. We're seeing extra police in counties Manukau. We're seeing more than $500 million extra into health. We're seeing almost as much again into education, and New Zealanders know it. Those schools out there, they know that they got a 4% operations grant increase. They're not saying take it back. They know that they're getting the concentration on the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the health professionals, that in fact that money is being spent on frontline services in New Zealand. We've moved a further $1.8 billion to frontline services in Budget 2010. Still, we are managing to concentrate on making better use of the public service. We are reforming benefits by rebalancing obligations and support, bringing a focus on work, a focus that New Zealanders are more than welcoming. We are also tackling long-term welfare and dependency, and we are reforming ACC so accident compensation is affordable, sustainable and fair. And I can tell you that in answer to the surveys that I've set out to my constituents, they're saying, good on you, national government, you're doing things that we really care about. We are boosting infrastructure. We are spending $10.7 billion over 10 years on new highways. Work on the Victoria Park Tunnel began last November, a year ahead of schedule. I can only assume that you guys wish you'd managed something anywhere like that. Without extra funding, that project may never have got off the ground. And neither were the jobs and the extra benefits that they are bringing. Then we've got the ultra-fast broadband. Do you know there are dozens of schools in my electorate, dozens of schools members who are getting the ultra-fast broadband to their schools. So too, $300 million being spent on rural broadband commitment to ensure that those rural schools and communities have fast internet access. And we are upgrading electricity transmission. We're investing $3.3 billion to help ensure the security of the supply, and Transpower's $672 million on the inter-island electricity connection upgrade, which will be kicked off in April this year. And that's just the beginning. Then there's the Warm Up New Zealand Heat Smart. We thought maybe 27,000 in the first year, but we've had more than 50,000. There is a lot of good things going on in this national government. And to finish, ka mutu ngā mihi.